Hi everyone, Trish here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and giving me a little bit of your day. What I would like to do today is just go over my week, what I used, what I like, give a mini review on the products that I was playing around with this week. So let's go ahead and get into it. For my primer this week, I used just one. I used the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Anti-Aging Primer. This is a really nice primer. I like it because I feel that it does give a blurring effect. It gives a nice base for my foundation to have a good wear time. Now it does come out in a white, kind of a creamy texture, and it blends into the skin. It's very thick feeling. It feels like almost like a heavier cream, but yet it blurs like a silicone. I really have been liking it. Even in the heat and humidity, it's been giving me really nice results that last all day. So, and that was CoverGirl Simply Ageless. For my foundations, I was a little bit nervous because I had to put my Pro Glow to the side, and I've really been enjoying that. So I pulled out 3 that I had not used in quite some time, and I gotta say, I'm glad, because I just re-fell in love with all of them again. The first one, and this is talked about all over YouTube, I really haven't talked about it that much because I have so many foundations and I always forget until I use it, and then I realize, why don't I use this more? Like, this is one I would legit be okay if I had 5 foundations. This would definitely be one of them, and that is Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is a phenomenal foundation. I used it a lot when I had oily skin, used it when I had combination skin. I hadn't really tried it a lot since my skin has turned more dry, but I've got to tell you, it is still an awesome foundation. It looks really nice on my skin. I don't feel that it's cakey. I don't feel that it's too heavy. Of course, with any foundation, you can get cakey or too heavy very quickly, especially in hot and humid environments. But this stays looking so nice all day long. I love this foundation. The other 2 foundations that I've loved, there's going to be a little bit of murmurings about, because a lot of people do not like MAC foundations. I like MAC foundations. These are 2 of my favorite MAC foundations. It's the Matchmaster and then the regular Studio Fix Fluid. Love these. My other favorite is the waterproof Pro Longwear, I believe, and I do like it much better than the regular Pro Longwear, but we're talking about these now. Both of these last all day, give me really good coverage. I like a full coverage foundation. I know it's hot, I know it's humid, I still like a full coverage foundation. These give it to me, keep my skin looking good, keep my makeup on tack. They don't break down. I don't have to worry about any of that with these foundations, and they stay on all day. So, looking good, staying on. It doesn't matter if they stay on if they don't look good, but they still look good. Yeah. So if you've seen my videos before, you know, and if this is your first time, welcome. Trish always sets her makeup. This week I have been using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Powder. I am impressed with this powder. I do not like the Better Skin foundation. I do like the concealers. This powder is a really nice, it feels soft to the touch. It goes onto the skin, it looks good on the skin, it sets without being cakey. It plays nice with all of my other powders and all of the sprays that I use. There's no breaking apart, no splotchiness, so I am liking this powder quite well. You guys are probably sick of seeing this, but this is the LA Colors Contour. I have shown this to you guys before, and I've really been enjoying this taupey one as my contour, and then one of these 2, depending on how dark my tan is at the time. Been enjoying those as my bronzing colors. Well, this week I started setting my under eye with one of these 3 colors most of the time, and today I think I mixed these 2 and just absolutely love it. And I've been taking this one because it has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I don't know. I don't want something with that much sheen up under my eyes. I just don't. It would not be flattering. So what I've been doing with this sheen one is, I don't have my brush. I'll use this one. I've just been taking it with not this brush, but I've been placing it right here and blending. Let me do it over here now. And that's just giving me a little more of a dimension with my contour and with my bronzer, but yet it is giving me a little extra pop because there is a little bit of sheen in there. So, still loving that. Just using it more all over my face. But I've been using a lot of those bronzer and contours to set this. I started using this Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Contour Palette. Now this is like a typical Makeup Revolution. You have the great big ginormous mirror. And with these creams, it takes just a dot. I mean, you can tell I have just been going in. I have just been going in ever so lightly with my brush and picking product up, and I have been loving the result. So I do that all over my face, and then I've been setting it with that. Really have been enjoying this cream contour palette. Let's do this before I forget. I told you I would get back about this Wet n Wild polish. I have been crazy, have not even painted my nails, so I threw it on real quick this morning. This is Floral Support, and I'm going to show you. This finger is only one coat. It is that sheer with one coat. This, well, all of the others are 2 coats, but I kept one as 1 coat, so you could see how sheer. If you do want a more sheer nail color, then this is what it looks like with one. And I did not put a top coat on this because I don't care for it, so I'm going to be taking it off. But it would have a little more of a shine with the top coat. But this is 1 coat, and then this is 2. And that is the Wet n Wild Candy Gloss Nail Tint. So it's still, I don't know if you can tell that, it's still sheer. I mean, I can still see my natural nail bed. That is for those of you that were asking about what that looked like. Let's talk about eyeshadows. This week I've been playing around with a couple different eyeshadows. One being eyeshadows in the new Lorac 3 palette. I've heard a lot of, you know, just different thoughts on this palette, and to be really honest with you, I like this palette. As far as the quality of the shadows, excellent. The wear time, the blendability, no fault, nothing negative about this. I like the way that the colors were put together. It's a palette with nudes, and it's, I think, steered especially towards that. And there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people really love nudes, and that's all they wear. That's where they're comfortable in. So this is a palette that I would suggest for those people. You can still get a lot of different looks out of this palette. Is it for everyone? No. If you love color and you love to do bold, bright looks, then this probably isn't going to be your palette. But you can also very easily take this and do a day to night look very easily and still make some really pretty or sexy looks, whichever you prefer. So I think this is a great palette. I like it. There's days that I don't want to put a lot of thought into what I'm going to be doing, and this will be a great one to grab for. These, now some of these are new. I have not even done my haul on them yet. I had about a year ago purchased my first Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and they are these, the last 2 rows down here and these 2. When I got those in, I was not wowed. They're all matte shades. I know, I think I have 2 satin, but mostly matte shades. I wasn't that wowed with them. I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest. I wasn't that wowed with them, so I didn't order anymore. Well, I know that a few months ago Marlene went in and they revamped their mattes and brought out better matte shadows and some more colors. So the other day I was thinking, you know what, I really want to get some more and see what I think, compare them, and see if I was interested in more. And I'm actually wearing these two. Wait, this one, which is an older one. This one, these two, and these two on my eyes today. That's what I have on. And I will tell you, she did really redo her eyeshadows. These are a much better quality. They perform much better. There's more pigment that I'm picking up on my first dip in with my brush, and they blend very nicely without blending away. So hats off, double thumbs up, great job, good matte shadows, and I will be coming up with more looks with that. So really glad that I did give it another go and try out some more of those shadows. I went back to using a lot of my gel eyeliners. I have the Maybelline and I have the L'Oreal, and today's the first time I've had black liner on. Wait a minute, I don't want to lie to you. I think it's true. I think it's the first time I've had black liner on all week. I wore the bronze yesterday. This is a pretty bronze, and this is the L'Oreal one. And I have been doing wings with these and just having a ball. If I wear a purple eyeshadow, I use the purple one and do a bigger wing than I normally do because I'm using the same color. And with this brush is the magic behind, this brush is the magic behind me being able to use my gel liner and love it every time and do the wing liner, and it turn out perfect every time. And this is, look how tiny that is. The brush that I picked up at AC Moore for like 99 cents or something, and it is the best eyeliner brush I've ever used. So loving that brush and loving my gel liner because of that brush. I did a video, actually I just taped it, but I've been trying these guys out all week. I've been trying the L'Oreal Voluminous up against the Cils Booster XL all week, and this is amazing. It's just amazing. It did the same exact, I got the same exact results. I got the same exact wear time, no smudging, no smearing, and this was under 10 bucks. I think it was $8.99, and the Cils Booster is 20 plus, 25 plus, I can't remember. While I was trying those two out this week, I was using my Lancome Hypnostrama. This is the waterproof. I wanted to give each primer fair opportunity, so I used the same mascara on both lashes. I knew I loved this before. I love this alone. I love this with a primer. I just love this mascara. Oh, I will show you the brush in case you haven't seen it. The Bare Minerals Liquid Lip. Each time I used these, the lasting time was really unimpressive to me. I liked the way it felt when it went on. It felt it almost felt cooling. Not like the tingly, plumping cooling, but just kind of cooling. It was like a whipped type consistency. It felt really nice going on. It dried very quickly. Looked good on the lips, but it wore off like in under an hour. Now I do lick my lips a lot. I do put my lips together a lot. I chew gum, you know, whatever. But I really thought this would last longer. And the other day when I wore it, I was headed out, had to go run an errand, and I forgot to take it with me. So I got to my destination, which was 35 minutes later, and I just had the lip ring, you know, right around where it had clung onto my lip liner, but was gone off of my lips. It wasn't attractive. So I went rummaging through my makeup bag and pulled out this. And this is NYX Liquid Suede. And real pretty color, kind of similar in color. You know, I have so many similar colors. So I'm in my car, pull this out, put it on, made sure it was all good. Went in the store. I was in Ulta, was in Sephora, chatted with some people, came back out. This still looked phenomenal. Went to Mom's, talked with her and Tef, played with the dogs, did some stuff. Still looked phenomenal. It didn't hold up real well when we ate. I forget what we ate. My mom went somewhere and got something on the way back. I think we had Arby's roast beef. So it didn't last real well through that, but still, it lasted longer than the Bare Minerals. Hate to say it. What I have on it today is Maroon Meow from my Katy Kat Mattes. This is such a pretty color. I like the way this feels on the lips. It has a really good wear time. It is not transfer resistant, so you will need to take this and reapply. This is something I really had no intention of getting. I had the original Champagne Pop and I like it, so you know, I didn't need anything. Heard more negative than positive about it, and then I saw it in person and I was like, that is beautiful. Those are beautiful colors. And I have been using this ever since I got it. And I gotta say, I'm really glad that I did get it. And that's the face palette from Jaclyn Hill and Becca's collab. And you guys have seen them a million times. Champagne Pop is one of my favorites, whether it's the single one or this one. Love them both. Pamplemousse blush I have worn every day. Every day. It just makes me look healthy and awake. It is very pigmented, so you do have to be very careful. And then I take the Prosecco Pop and the Rose Spritz and I dap into both of those and I put it on as a topper slash highlight of the Pamplemousse. Love it. I've been wearing it all week. I have not used this guy yet, but love this. Glad I have it. And the last thing that I've really been enjoying this week is from the drugstore. I saw Emily Noel talking about this. I think it was Emily Noel. Pretty sure it was Emily Noel. It was her. Talking about this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist 12-Hour Power. Oil-free, silicone-free, alcohol-free. Electrolytes, energize, and hydrate skin. This. And of course it has a nice spray. It's a full mist, not one that's going to put dots after you've done your makeup, which that's ridiculous. I have thrown bottles across the room for that. But seriously, this is a really nice, I like Emily said, I don't use this as a primer. I've been using this as a setting spray, but I really liked it. It does prolong the wear of my makeup, but after it has after it has just married everything together and smoothed everything, like you can't look and see, oh, I got too much powder here, powder there. It just kind of melts it all together. Melts it isn't a good word. Binds it all together. Brings it all together and makes it just a really nice, smooth look. So, loving this a lot. Okay, this video is long. I'm sorry. I enjoyed a lot of things this week and I wanted to share them with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Have a wonderful week and I'll see you in the next video.